Hey, Tony Gaskins here. A question I've been getting a lot lately is why won't he marry me? And it's typically around year 5 and 6 that I start to really get this question. And I'll be honest with you, it's very disheartening. It's very hard to talk about. It's very hard to say. But and for each man, there are different reasons. There are numerous reasons, but one of the most overused reasons is I'm trying to work on my finances. I want to have my finances in order before I get married. And that may be a legitimate concern for some men. You just have to look at that man and be able to tell. So, if this is the type of man who he's always checking his credit score, if this is the type of man who he always has a savings, like he believes in a savings, even if he has to empty it, he puts, 5%, 10%, 20, 30, up to 40% of his paycheck into a savings account. If this type of man who he's frugal and he budgets and he pays attention to what everything costs and he keeps receipts and he sets budgets, then that's the type of man that I need to get my finances in order before I get married. That's the type of man that you can believe that from. Anything short of that, if he doesn't do those things, then he's not that guy. Like the meme, you're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy. That little meme that's going around, the white guy in the grocery store. You're not that guy, pal. And so understand this right here. You have to really vet these excuses, these reasons why. And so that's really the main one. And then another one that I hear is, oh, we still got to work on stuff. We got too much to work on. We still got too much going on. We don't get along good enough to get married. And that's another very bad thing because nothing is ever going to be perfect. You literally will have an argument on your wedding day. You will have an argument on your honeymoon. You will have an argument right after you kiss the bride, right after the kiss. It's just because you're two different humans. So one blink of the eye could set your spouse off just because they just don't like something. Like me, I have this thing in my brain to where if I hear somebody chewing, to me that's like the nail on the chalkboard thing. And my wife would get on my nerve if I just look up and she happened to be chewing, and she could be walking somewhere or doing something. If she happened to be chewing and two chews happen in a row with her mouth open, like I why in the world did I get married? I should not have got married. Not literally. That's a joke, but you see what I'm saying? It's like any little thing your spouse does it's your pet peeve, and it just could set you off. And it's just how it is. It's just because you're two different humans. I picked my son up today, and him and his friend was walking by the car, and I was in my sports car, and I punched the gas, and and they jumped, and he got, Dad, stop, don't do that. You're showing out. I'm like, I ain't showing out, son. It's just me. Like, just, hey, don't worry about what I hit the gas again, and then, Dad, stop doing that. Different personality. Like, I'm making fun. I'm messing with him because I know he don't like that. He don't like me to flex like that and act like the dad who going through a midlife crisis with his cars. He don't like me to act like that, so that's why I do it. I'm in my Sprinter. I pull up on him and all the friends. I stop and I just hit my button where the door come open, where they could see them captain seats. And Dad, really? Did you have to put? Yeah, I done worked hard for this. But see, that'll get on his nerves. So just how a relationship is. Y'all gonna constantly be getting on each other's nerves. You're gonna constantly be doing somebody a pet peeve, offending somebody pet peeve. And that's what you have to realize, that the reason why he won't marry you, the real reason, the truth of the matter, the honest, the goodness reason is because he does not believe you are the one. That was hard to say. That was hard to say. And that was hard to say. Now I got the video called "He Don't Want You," but that one right there, I was a little harsh on that one. So now this the cool, calm down version for those of y'all who that was a little too real for you. Cause a lot of people got in their feelings about that one. Oh, you trying to make black women feel bad? A lot of people got in their feelings. Oh, it's starting to rain. Yeah, it's starting to rain. Lord, all right. A lot of people got in their feelings about that one. So this right here, I'm gonna say it a little different. Well, unfortunately, I just want to let you know that he's not sure about you. Is that better? That's how you want to hear it? That's all it is. That's all it is. That's all it is. See, the thing about it is people always say, "Oh, you just one man. You just one man." But listen, it ain't that many types of us. It ain't that many types of. It's like humans know humans. It's like the type of human that will be Ted Bundy. It's the Ted Bundy type, and it's the other type. It really ain't no in between. It's like if you would do one of them things that Ted did, then you'll do all of them. It just time and place. You is or you ain't. You see what I mean? You a cheater or you not. You ain't no little bit of cheater. You're a cheater. You're a cheater. And if you meet more people that look like the one that you cheated with, you'll be cheating some more. You're a cheater or you're not. And yes, you could grow and change, but in this space, either in this space of your life, you is or you ain't. You're a cheater or you not. You want to get married or you don't want to get married. That's point blank period. And especially when you done had more than a year. Especially when you done had more than 2 years, 3 years. The more years you have with this person, if he or she still does not want to get married, like this right here. I'm going to use the example just because, and I'll mention this name just because I don't normally say names, but because they just so on Front Street. But like with the Kardashian sisters, you look at them Kardashian sisters, and you look at the one, what's her name? Kourtney. You look at the one, I think her name Kourtney Kardashian. That young lady was with the gentleman that she had them children from. And I don't know how many they had, 1, 2, or 3. I don't know how many. But they were together for years. And everybody else was trying to get married. She never got married to him. And guess what? They broke up. It was her who didn't want to get married. And I know because my wife, she'll see her sometimes. I think my wife follow on Instagram. And now in this new relationship she with, my wife be showing me, she be like, look at her. Like, look at the pictures she taking with him. Look at the stuff she doing with him. Like, this is not her. Like, this was never her. Like, she must be so in love, so happy to be in love. Like, she loving this guy. And then the guy, the stuff he do with the flowers and all of that, I think his name Travis Barker. I think he's a drummer or something, if I ain't mistaken. Forgive me if I got the name wrong. But he be doing flower arrangements and stuff. My wife showed that to me. It was dope now. I was like, don't be showing that to me. I felt like how guys be telling me they feel when they woman come showing them my post or something I done did. I'm like, that's nice. That's nice. Me and Travis Barker in 2 different tax brackets. I ain't got that kind of money Travis got. Be doing all those flowers. Oh, nice. Okay. But he love it on a whole nother level. He's showing all this right here. He loving. So now she looking like she in love. And so see, sometimes it's the woman who don't want to get married because deep down, she knows she playing house. And that's the same thing with a man. Deep down, he know, this ain't really what I want to settle down to. Like, and I have talked to several men who will remain unnamed. And I'm like, why you won't marry her? Because I don't think she the one. You've been with her 10 years. You've been with her 5 years. You've been with her 7 years. What you mean? No, it's a lot she got to work on. Oh, so you just perfect. Oh, okay. But that's how we are as men. We, and that's why there's such a thing as a double standard. Is we will want the woman to work on herself and get herself better, and we'll stay the same in a lot of cases. And so when this man not marrying you, the other reason is because innately men fear breaking the law. Like, to be a lawbreaker, to be an outlaw, to go against a covenant with God, that don't come natural. Like, you got to muster up that kind of audacity. Like, that don't come natural. So in the heart of a man, honestly, a man wants to be 100% faithful when he gets married. The heart of a man wants to be faithful. And that's another reason why a lot of men don't get married, because marriage means all of the games got to stop. Because you would think the man would be like, well, why don't I just get married for her and keep playing the same game that I'm playing? Because this is what the man's saying. I'm cheating on her right now. I'm lying to her right now. I got a work wife. I got an Instagram wife. Got a Facebook wife. Tiptoeing, dipping out, going to sleep with my classmate, sleep with my high school sweetheart, sleep with my ex-girlfriend who she really, really want me back. This is what the man's saying now. She really, really want me back, so she'll just let me. I remember being in a relationship before I got married, and I was with this young lady, and I said, hey, I'm finna go to the store. And when I said I'm going to go to the store, I left and I shot a text to my ex who wanted me, liked me, but, I moved on with my life, went off to college, was the big wig in college playing football. So when you come back home, all your ex-girlfriends from high school that stayed home, they think you somebody. Now you look like somebody. You made it out. We don't get to go out of state and go to college because our parents can't afford the out-of-state tuition. So unless you on a full type of scholarship or got some type of good loans, you stay in your butt in your state. So when I come back home, all the girls that I knew from high school were still home. But now I'm coming back home, I'm buffer, I got more muscles, I got a little chest on me, a little arm on me. I'm looking good, feeling good, I'm playing football. They don't know the difference between the divisions, Division 1, Division 2, Division 3. If you go to college to play football, then you might be a millionaire in a few years. That's how they look at it. I literally was able to walk into her apartment, speak no words other than hey and bye. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. And that was like that in so many cases. So this the thing. A lot of times women feel like they with a man and it's been 3, 4, 5 years, 7, 8, 9 years, and they thinking that just because he not getting text messages, and just because a woman not calling her phone, and just because she not able to catch him in an affair, that he's not actually cheating, that he's not doing anything. That's not the case. Because you got to realize it's all different types of women in the world who come from different walks. And when I say all different types, it's not all different types. It's 2, 3 types, but it's it's a whole bunch. So the type that'll let a man sleep with them just because they done slept together in the past, that's that type. And then the type that won't do that, that's that type. So there's the 2 types. But of the type that'll let a man sleep with them just because they got a soul tie, just because they done slept together in the past, it's a whole plethora of them. So if you're a woman that you're not like that, you're not going to sleep with a man, or you don't feel like a man own your body, or you owe your body to him just because you done been in the bed with him in the past, when y'all done, you that type of woman. But what you got to realize, it's another type of woman that if she has slept with a man, it's like riding a bicycle and he can come and get it anytime he want to, because that's a soul tie that she has with him, and she feel like he has ownership over her. He got stocks in her company, and he could come cash out anytime he want to. It's a whole plethora of those women there. So while you got your man over here and you 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 years in, anything between 3 years and up, and you still not married, he still ain't married you. And the wedding date ain't set now. Let me get myself out of trouble now, cause I got a couple homeboys who they been with their lady for a long time, dog. But the wedding date is set. The wedding date is set. See, y'all got to realize I tell so much truth on here. Guys that I'm close to be mad with me. I be stepping on their toes. Cause I ain't on here to pander. I'm on here to tell the truth. Like at ISLs. Now see, listen. That wedding date ain't set. And there ain't been a deposit made. And y'all been married for 3 or more years. All right. I mean, not married. Y'all been together for 3 or more years. All right. So this is what I'm gonna tell you. One of the other main reasons why he won't marry you is because he messing around. Even though you might not know about it. He messing around, or he looking to mess around. He looking for an upgrade. He looking for your replacement. And that he's afraid to marry you because he don't think you really the one. He's not convinced you the one. But he also believes that when he get married, that he's going to magically just be faithful. That marriage is magically going to give him the power to be faithful. He don't understand that if he can't be faithful to you outside of marriage, he's not going to be able to be faithful to you inside of marriage. That it's going to take a choice. A choice got to be made, and that choice could be made now without a ring just as well as it could be made with a ring. But if he can't show himself that he can make the choice to be 100% faithful and then do that, then he going to be cheating in the marriage too. Point blank period. And so this is the thing. As a woman, you got to have a timeline. You got to know how long you willing to wait. What I say as a man, to make room for the men who may be deployed. So you're in 2 different places. You here, you there. Like, to make room for the extenuating circumstances, I say 3 years. But those 3 years start at the age of 25. Start at the age of 25. Not at 18, not at 21. Yes, you can get married under 25, but life really don't start till 25. You really ain't mature. The brain ain't even developed till 25. So, like, stuff don't really get real till 25. So, if you've been with somebody since this man was 25, and now he 28, and you still ain't married, and there's no date set, there need to be a real conversation that need to be had. I'm here to tell you. And don't let them, and people are, oh, don't rush marriage. Oh, don't rush marriage. Oh, no, it's just a piece of paper, ain't it? Well, no, it's more than a piece of paper. What is it? A commitment. So if it take you more than 3 years to decide that you're going to be committed to somebody, then you wasting everybody's time. It don't take that long. Ain't nowhere in the world, in no transaction in the world, you finna get 3 years to decide if you finna sign the dotted line. Go out to buy you a car. Go out to give you a kidney. Go out to get you a job. Go out to claim your lotto. Go out to do anything. You write a check for $1 billion. Have somebody write you a check for $1 billion. And then you talking about you going to hold it for 3 years. That check say void in 90 days. Listen, ain't nowhere in the world that you get to sit for years and years and years and years on end to decide if you finna make a commitment. Ain't nowhere in the world. In any area of the world. Oh, well, marriage is way bigger than any other. No, it's not. Do you see the divorce rate? So if you decide wrong, guess what? The divorce court waiting on you. But it's disrespectful and it's selfish to be with somebody who you know wants marriage and they sacrificing for you. They giving you their body. They're giving you their life. They're giving you their heart. They're giving you their mind. They're giving you everything, and you won't give them marriage. But yet you say you don't want to lead them and you don't want to lose them, but you don't want to marry them. It's not making any sense. So when you on the other side of this and you the one waiting for the marriage, you got to wake up and smell the Folgers in the morning. Folgers, send me a check. You got to wake up and smell the Folgers in the morning. Folgers, send me a check. Because you're not paying attention to put yourself in their shoes. Why wouldn't you marry the person that you've been sleeping with and living with and you've been with and even, and in some cases, even had kids with? Ask yourself, why wouldn't I get married? Oh, my finances ain't in order. Marriage ain't about money. You making it right now. You together right now and your finance ain't in order. What's the difference to adding a lifelong commitment on a piece of paper under God? Like, that ain't got that. If anything, that's been to bless your finances because you're but getting out of sin. You're getting out of fornication. Now God can open the windows of heaven. God can't open the windows of heaven. You down there fornicating. You see what I'm saying? You in all kind of fornication. Your blessings can't come together. Your life can't come together. You in fornication. You dragging somebody's heart through the mud. So you talking, oh, I want to get my finances together. Well, you need to get married. That's what's going to get your finances in order. Some favor, some peace, some prosperity. But you sitting there just career dating, that's just like spinning your tires in quicksand. Go right into you some quicksand and just start spinning your tires. That's what you doing when you doing this 3-year, 4-year, 5-year, 7-year, 10-year, 15-year dating. Wasting everybody's time. The kids confused. They don't know what to call their mama and what to call their daddy. Well, they not married, but they not divorced. But they not boyfriend and girlfriend. But they not fiance either. So they like what you call, yeah. Well, that's just my mom and my daddy, and they live together. I don't know what you call that. You said the kids confused. Mama, why daddy won't marry you? Daddy, why mama won't marry you? Listen, if it's been more than 3 years and your brain working, like, now if your mind working, like you thinking, you going to work, you doing stuff, and it's been more than 3 years and you don't know if you ready for marriage, you need to break up. You need to break up. It don't take that long. It don't take that long. And then before you know it now, you're going to have kid after kid after kid after kid. Now you up the creek without a paddle and still your partner don't see you as worthy enough to marry you. Come on now. Come on now. Y'all got to get right. Y'all got to get right. You ain't meant to be. You're not meant to be. Well, I know somebody that dated for 10 years, then got married. And you tell me, the people that's getting ready to go through a divorce on my client list, almost all of them was together for X amount of years, more than 3+ years, and then got married before they got married. A lot of them, they were together 5 years to 10 years before they got married. And then less than 5 years into the marriage, they're going through a divorce. Because the same problem they had between year 5 and year 10 is the same problem they got in marriage. And the reason why is when a relationship take that long for you to get married, the relationship 9 out of 10 times is already over. You got that 10th out of 10 time. You got that 1 out of 10 that they just didn't get married just because they ain't think about it, they ain't see it like that, they ain't religious, they just living. They just that free flowing namaste, yoga people, and just, oh, let's just get married. There's some benefits for that, file tax together, and then they get married, and they perfectly fine. That's that 1 out of 10. But the people that you nuck until you bucking, nuck till you buck, y'all off again, on again, off again, break up to make up, situationship, 3 years plus, and then 7th year, 10th year, y'all decide to get married. Few years, it's over with. Few years, it's over with. I see it every day. So that's why I'm saying, so if you're in a relationship right now, you on your way to that 3 year mark, and you past the age of 25, 3 years past the age of 25, it's time to sit down and take inventory, do some evaluating and see, okay, what we got going on here. And do we feel meant to be? Hey, this is Tony Gaston. God bless you. We'll talk soon.